What is going on, everybody? Seth here, and today we are going to be unboxing the DJI Ronin-S. Stay tuned. So like I said, today we will be unboxing the DJI Ronin-S and kind of showing you a little bit of information on it, but I will be doing a full mini series here on this channel with tips and tricks for it, best settings, best uses, and much more. So if you are a fan of that kind of stuff, along with tech reviews, as well as photography and film tips and tricks, please consider subscribing to this YouTube channel and growing the fan base here on this platform. So like I said, this is going to be a short and sweet unboxing. Not too nitty gritty on the specs. There are a ton of videos out there for that. The Phantom 4 comes in a similar style case like this one. This one is foam. It's a real heavy duty foam. Definitely something that I would trust and throwing it in my car, going on a trip. In a little bit, I'll go ahead and touch on something that I don't like about this case, and probably something that I will be upgrading here in the near future, and I'll explain why in just a second. At the bottom of that white box, you will have this lovely package like this. This is your manual, start guides, etc. Read the manual. Now, a lot of people are complaining via the forums, Amazon, Best Buy, DJI, even B&H Photo about, oh, there's not a manual. The manual is online. Print it off, download it, whatever you want to do, but it gives you tons of setup tips and tricks in there. And there's going to be, you know, some features that that you may not know about. For instance, the auto tune button, and there's a little bit of a shortcut to do the auto tune, so you don't have to go to the app every time, click the auto tune button. But all your manuals and quick start guides are going to be in this envelope right here. On the front of the case, you do have this fancy lock similar to the Phantom 4. Open that up, flip it up, and then you can just kind of pop this guy open just like that. And let me run through a couple things here that are really stand out. So obviously here's the gimbal. Up here in the top, you do have your tripod, which is right here, all nice and secure, just kind of boop, right there, lovely fits in. You do have your battery grip, which sits here. Now the cool thing about this case is that you can fit another battery right in here. So like I said, you can travel with this case. There are a few different slots and things in here to put whatever you want. But it's a really nice case for something that comes with your system, but I would go ahead and upgrade it in the future because, and like I said earlier, something that I hate about it is that you have to mess up your balance settings every single time that you want to put this back in here. It only fits in here a certain way, and it's pretty exact. I normally just loosen up these arms here and to slide it in perfect. But a couple things to note that are just awesome. You do have your battery charger right here. This little jobby right here is the Manfrotto compatible plate. It's not compatible with all Manfrotto tripods. I think it's like the 5208 or something like that, but it's only compatible with one type of tripod. Let's go ahead and run through the basic setup of this gimbal. So the first thing you're going to do is take out your tripod. Lovely tripod also works as the grip. So awesome that they included that in there. Most companies these days are going with that anyway. You're going to want to take your battery grip. You have two tripod holes at the bottom here. You have one for like a 3/8 and one for a 1/4-20. Of course, you're going to want to use the 1/4-20, but if you do have those weird tripod heads or tripods that use the 3/8, you have a hole for you. So you want to screw that on just like that, and the grip feels nice. Like the whole thing is metal. The entire gimbal system is metal. There might be a couple plastic parts here and there. That's just because you need plastic on there at least somewhere. But for the most part, every part of this is metal, unlike some gimbals like the Crane 3, which is pretty much plastic. Same thing with the Moza 2. It's going to have some plastic parts on there, which is unfortunate because the Moza actually is a pretty good contender to the Ronin-S. Now, to attach your gimbal to the base, you have a lovely little lock right here. You want to make sure that's unlocked or you won't fit it in. It only fits in here one way, but the trigger will be facing away from you. So go ahead and slide it in all the way to the back, and you kind of just push it, and then you just want to securely close the lock right there, and it should be snug. Something I want to go ahead and talk about real quick about this gimbal is there are no rubber pieces to help, you know, when it's like knocking against each other with travel. They do give you this Velcro strap, which is nice, and I'm glad that they included that, but it's kind of a hassle, and I just end up not even using it really, to be honest. Like I said, it's nice, but I went and I bought these, I think they're like chair or furniture rubber little dot type things, but I stuck it right there because I noticed that it kept hitting when I have this thing fully adjusted right here on the knob. So I got one of those, and I'm kind of put my own little rubber bumper on there. I would suggest that you may do the same once you get it fully adjusted for your basic camera setup. Kind of see where it's kind of knocking when, you know, you turn the gimbal off. It shouldn't, because it should be balanced, but if you're constantly noticing that it's getting knocked someplace, I would think about maybe getting a little rubber bumper or a little furniture sticker or something along those lines to put on here. That's gonna be it for me today. Like I said, short and sweet, to the point, test footage, tips and tricks, kind of setting up, basic setup, balancing tips, all that is coming soon. If there's something that you would like me to cover on this gimbal, show with this gimbal, please let me know down in the comment box below. If you're brand new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Share this video with your friends like always. Like that button, smash it if that's something you're into, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy holidays.